Hello, magical beings. Welcome back to another episode of Witches of the Moon. We are in season 13. This is week 17. My name is CORIANN, and I am your Tuesday hostess. And our topic for this week is witchy health or witch's health. Your body is a temple, or is it? So this week we're talking about witchy health, or caring for this vessel that we've been given to complete whatever purpose we've been brought here for. So my take on this is that we have a purpose. There's something that we are meant to do while we're here. Maybe it's several things, lessons to learn, things that we need for our own spiritual growth in order to reach the height of an ascended master, or to reach our highest level where we can guide and assist others in this journey. I believe that we live multiple lives. This is my personal belief. Again, I state this often, but this is my personal belief. I believe that we live multiple lives, and each life we're supposed to learn something, and maybe even teach something to someone else, or several things, but I always believe that teaching is the best way to learn something. So again, I think the learning is a two-way street, but I definitely believe that we're here to learn different things throughout our different lives, and that once we've learned the lessons that we are meant to learn, then we can move on and move up into an ascension of a higher being or a higher self. Excuse me. Again, these are my personal thoughts. So therefore, okay, going to our bodies and how we care for this vessel, I think it's important in that we cannot fully reach our or complete our purpose if we don't take care of ourselves to a good degree. Do I think that it's all important? Do I think, am I fixated on my health? No, I'm not. In all honesty, I'm not. Should I be more so? Probably. But I think that our soul and our spirit is more important in how we care for that, what we do with that, than necessarily our physical being. But that being said, the physical being is what encases that spiritual. So we need to care for it to a great degree. Could I stand to lose a little weight? Oh yeah. Could I eat a little better? Most definitely. But those are things that I'm working on. I think that too, I think those things are part of the lessons that we're learning on maybe self-discipline and self-care. And because if we can't care for ourselves, how can we really truly care for others? So there's questions that beg to be answered in a lot of areas in regards to how we treat ourselves and how we treat others and how we want to be treated by others. We can't, if we don't know how to treat ourselves, how do we expect anyone else to know how to treat us as well? So these are lessons I've learned and am learning currently, that have been pretty much a revelation for me. Now, how that translates to my, to my health and how I view that, I tend to, a lot of us are healers and light workers, and we're empaths. We're here, and we tend to give of ourselves quite freely. We tend to want to help others and care for others a lot, but we have to care for ourselves in order to care for others. And if we're to be an example of how we would like for them to care for themselves, we have to in turn care for us. We have to care for ourselves that way as well. We want them to care for themselves a certain way, and oftentimes we give advice or guidance for those things. We need to do the same. You know, you have to lead by example in a great degree. So, are we perfect? Nope. Do I have a lot to learn? Yep. Do I have a long way to go? Yep. So, but I am taking those steps. You know, I've cut down on a lot of the things that I used to do. I've changed my schedule. That was interesting and a trick. And I'm not sure that yeah, science says that, you know, working nights and things like that is harder on the body. Honestly, I think it depends upon who you are, because the working days has been a real challenge for me. And I tend to work longer hours at night. I worked my 8 hours, I went home, and I was good on occasion. I'd come in early and work a few hours more, but it seems like I work 12 to 14 hours every day now that I'm on day shift, because there's no cutoff time. We don't close shop and go home. The next shift comes in and I get tied in doing other things, and I know I can work a little longer and things like that. So that's probably not the healthiest thing for me to be doing. I come home and I'm exhausted. I'm tired, I'm mentally fatigued, and then I feel like I need to do, you know, I don't feel like I put all my energy that I normally would into my ritual, into my, you know, I thought I'd have more time to do ritual because I'd be getting off work earlier and I could prepare better and things like that. And I guess I just need to learn to manage my time better, and take better care of myself, because it is taxing, especially in my line of work, in my job. It's very taxing to work those long hours. So, you know, I want to make sure I care for my body and care for myself in a manner that's going to preserve my vessel as long as possible, so that I can hopefully learn all I can in this lifetime, so that when I reach the next life, I go into it a little better equipped and a little closer to that ascension, that higher self. Now, how do I care for myself? I don't take medications personally, as a rule. I mean, and don't get me wrong, let me preface this in the fact that I choose not to, I work more towards holistic and herbal remedies before I will take any pharmaceuticals or man-made chemicals to assist in healing my body. I believe personally that Mother Earth gives us everything that we need to heal ourselves. And we've been given the knowledge to do that. Now, have we done that to a degree with pharmaceuticals? Some people argue, because most pharmaceuticals are derived from something that was plant or earth-based, something that came from Mother Earth, and we've just synthesized it, replicated it, and enhanced it to make our pharmaceuticals that we have now, medicines and things like that to treat ailments or symptoms, you know, that kind of stuff. Me personally, I feel like my body reacts better, and I've done better with natural, more original form of those chemicals, if you will, those properties, elements, whatever, where I can incorporate them into my foods, into teas, tinctures, capsules, whatever, I grind them up myself, that kind of thing. Salves, ointments, that kind of stuff. I tend to find that it works better for me to make it myself. Do a little research. Um, the big thing is just really doing the research, understanding interactions between compounds that are found in plant and even animal-based properties. So that's very important, because you can have interactions even with herbal remedies or herbal supplements. You have to be very careful. But for me, it's a cleaner, more effective method of maintaining my health than to just pop a pill or take something, that isn't a prescription, so to speak. If I get ill and cannot remedy it with a tea, tincture, or other herbal remedy, then of course I go to the doctor and I get get a prescription. But I try to stay away from anything that I'm taking long term as far as medications are concerned. I go in for regular checkups and things like that. I'm very fortunate. My doctor also believes in herbal remedies and practices, and she's prone to prescribing or letting me know what compounds I need, what herbs I should take, or what have you, to maintain my health. I'm very fortunate in that she is a certified physician, medical physician, and she also has an acupuncturist and an acupressurist that works in conjunction with her practice and things like that. So she's very open and very attuned to alternative health options and methods, and alternative medicine. So I'm very fortunate in that, and I have her that I can, bounce things off of and ask and get advice for, as far as what types of herbs and teas or things that I need to blend. So again, those doctors are becoming more and more prevalent. My sister is currently certified and running an apothecary, again, so you can, um, manage your health and well-being through more natural means. Again, not in all, if you need a physician, if you need a prescription, by all means, don't stop taking those. Don't, be sure to consult your physician. Seek out physicians that, attune to your particular desires to manage your health the way you want to. So, again, these are just my thoughts. These are my opinions. Long story short, do we need to take care of our bodies? I believe we do. I think in order for us to reach our full potential and to learn what we need to learn, we need to be here at the time that we're meant to be here. And that taking care of our bodies and taking care of ourselves is part of the lessons that we need to learn. Sometimes we tend to focus on others more than we do ourselves. So sometimes that's a tough lesson. It's hard for us to, especially for highly empathic and, tend to focus on others. It's hard for us to internalize and focus on ourselves and our own health and well-being. But it's something that we need to do, and I think is important. Is the body a temple? Depends on how you view that. I think my spirit is more of a temple than my body per se, but they kind of go hand in hand, so have to take care of both. That's the important thing. Take care of both. Take care of your spiritual health as well as your physical health. Balance. Balance is always needed, required for overall well-being, so we have to balance the what we do for others, how we care for our spiritual well-being, and how we care for our physical well-being. Those are my thoughts. I hope I've said something that was beneficial and edifying to you. If you have any questions or if you have any thoughts, please share them in the comment section. Be respectful, but please share them. We'd love to hear what you have to say. That's how we learn from one another. And if you have any questions, please ask them. I'll be glad to answer them as I see them. And I hope everyone has a wonderful remainder of their week. Stay safe. Enjoy the Samhain season as we come upon it. Festivals and feasts of Day of the Dead. Celebrating our ancestors. The veil is very thin. I don't know if others are feeling it, but I definitely feel it. Very lucid dreams. A lot of astral traveling, it seems like. So enjoy this season. Enjoy the new year as it comes upon us. And stay safe. Blessed be.